but the flam tap is the rudiment I remember from my youth.
Okay,
I remember faint.
Cool. See? Yeah, there are some obscure strokes. What is it? Burger 20, the Burger 25. Yeah, there's some strokes that many of us weren't familiar with until we became part of this family of drummers who all were studying this particular kind of snare drum technique. It's kind of awesome. Okay, so let's just take a look at the closed flam. Now, we've talked about the closed flam, right?
Yes.
It's one hand high, the other hand low, to put it very simply. Okay. And really, before we move into the faint flam, important that you understand how to play alternating flams.
Yeah, I think we covered this last time. We're doing a kind of the tip of the wrist, turn of the wrist, the throw. And I'm sure I'm not at 100%, but one of these days I'll get my practice regime right and it'll get better.
So let's just use this stroke as an opportunity, and that's what happens. These strokes teach us the 7 basic strokes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's through understanding the 7 basic strokes that we learn how to play these strokes. But ultimately, it all ends up with us being able to, therefore, play music. Okay, that's where this is going. And so, for me, I'm looking for something very relaxed. I want something very relaxed. And a good idea is already better. A good idea is just to remember what this feels like.
Now I see it doesn't seem like you're doing a throw there. You're just doing a high wrist turn.
Good. Now, I want to know that your arms are really hanging by your side, right? And when we bring the arms up, the forearms up, we just leave the upper arm where it is, hanging as much as possible. Now, if we really did bring the forearms up after letting the entire arm hang, show me what that looks like. See, it's a subtle distinction, but it's an important one to make. If you just bring the forearms up from where they hang naturally, you're in a half turned over position. This position is French, right? Where the thumbnail is pointing directly towards the ceiling. That's French. And then we have half turned over, somewhere in between. And then, so if we come up, we're going to be in that position. And then we're going to roll that over into palm down for what is, you know, the study of snare drum technique on a practice pad. When we play on the drum set, we're going to be doing all kinds of things. In my video from yesterday, just for fun, I played upside down, you know, just to prove to myself, I guess, that it can be done, you see, because it's still just a wrist turn. Okay. And so we're in this position. And so going from half turned over to turned over is about, as Richard Wilson would say, he just doesn't want to see the corner of your thumbnail. Right in here, you see. Then you know, because you don't want to be uncomfortable and twist into some kind of artificial construct, an exaggerated version of palm. It should be just natural, right? Okay, so we're in this position. And then we're just going to bring that stick up. And I'm thinking more about getting that stick to come up, you see, than I am forcing it down. I just want to get that stick to come up. The arm is hanging. The arm is hanging by my side, the upper arm. And just getting into this position. Show me this. Let's just stay in the right. Let's just stay with one hand at a time for a minute. See, give me a side view. Just swivel to the side for a sec. No, don't change anything. All right. See, for me, the stick doesn't come away from the palm as much as perhaps yours is coming away. Right? I don't want to see a lot of play. I'm seeing a bunch of play. Just stay in the right. Now, all we have to do, Patrick, is let the stick lay in the hand. We know that the grip looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Show it to me in the right.
Maybe you can see it.
Well, yeah, but see, I'm glad you showed it to me because it's not right. What's important right now, your first finger and thumb, which are the guide, look pretty good from what I can see from here. The real important, well, remember, it's a 3-finger grip. What all of the fingers, the thumb and fingers are doing is important. But particularly, we make a big deal with this technique about the fulcrum being the first knuckle middle finger. And I think that you are somewhere in here. You're not in the first knuckle.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can just hold the stick thusly. There's different ways to get to this. Just first finger and thumb. Right? And now just bring the middle finger in and put that first knuckle on. Right in the crack of that knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
With the flat of your gut. See, that's another way to do it. We can come down here and just allow the stick to lay in that cradle. There it is. There it is. Okay. See, it's in the, don't play yet. Don't play. I just want you to feel this. You know, we're all, I know it's about, we think it's about playing, but you'll go from now and until forever, not really ever really understanding how this whole thing works if we don't have all the little pieces organized.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. And right now, I just want you to think about the right. Really just take your time. Yeah, right. You should put that stick down so that there's no part of your mind thinking about needing to hold it. Put the left stick down for me.
Sure.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, you very musicianly grip. The arm is just hanging, right? And now you're just going to put the first finger and thumb on. It'll be the first knuckle of the first finger and the flat of the thumb. And the fourth and the fifth are just kind of hanging out. See, because you don't even need them. Look. Mm-hmm. The stick is countervailing against the palm. Mm-hmm. So it's already, in a sense, being gripped. Mm-hmm. Held. Because grip can imply a grip. So we want to be careful that that doesn't become an equivocation. We're talking about letting the stick lie in the hand. There's not much to do. See, you're not pulling that middle finger up to the palm. You could. Look what happens. Go ahead and do it. Mm-hmm. Stick goes up. We want the stick laying down. We don't want to go doing that. It just lays in there. And the first finger and thumb come on, and now it would look like this. Now what you'll see, go ahead and show me. Hold it up for me. It's better. Now here's the other problem. It's in the crack of the middle finger now. We're better. But Dick would say it's the pad of the fourth. See how my fingers are trailing off in a particular direction? Uh-huh. So put the pad of the fourth, the ring finger.
Okay.
Open it up. Yes, the pad, and then the tip of the baby finger, and they won't see you look like this.
Like this, okay.
Like this. Yeah. Now put the first finger and thumb on. It's more like that. Now what? Now there's no in between with regards to whether it's a throw or a wrist turn. So we're just going to hold the stick like that. Just believe in that. And then we're just going to come on up and stop here. Come on up, come back down. Don't play. Make sure you're holding the stick in the way that I described. First finger and thumb have to be on. Pad of the fourth, tip of the fifth, if they're going to be on the stick. Right? All right. It also improves your angle, the stick in relationship to the forearm. Now, we're going to come up, and we're going to come up high enough so that, come on up a little more, from the wrist, there you go. The arm will follow a little, okay? All right, and then you're just going to let this fall. Oh, you don't need to adjust your grip. It's just going to fall. If you're just holding it, it's just going to fall. I don't need to see this.
Lose my grip.
I don't need to see this space change. See, why would it change? This first finger and thumb, the guide, are firm, comfortable, and constant. We don't squeeze it to death, but you're holding it here. You're afraid to have. There you go. And the rest of the hand to do what it does, but this should never change, because if you're just holding it, this wouldn't change. It's the same. It just stays the same. There you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. Okay. And now what we're going to do, we're going to do is try to get an honest to goodness throw. We're just we're just turning our wrists thusly, right? See, the grip hasn't changed. It's still this, right? It's just here, and then we're going to get that nice big wrist turn. Come on, bring it up. Come on, bring it up higher. That's a little higher. So you're really a big wrist turn. So you remember how big a wrist turn was when you just did this with the proper grip? Yeah, so why can't you just turn your wrist and then give me a big wrist turn? And almost, but first you have to honestly turn your wrist. Maybe this first, and stop fiddling with your grip, just hold it, okay? Then you're going to turn up. This is what you're not getting. No. I thought the arm followed a little. If we're going to come up this high, so it doesn't go like this. It doesn't go like, stay with me now. It doesn't go like, you got this part, and then you just did this. I want this part, and then I want this.
Yeah.
There you go. Do it again. We just want the two parts, this part and this part. Come on, let it come up. Mine's up. Okay, almost. And then just let it collapse. There. No, you really have to take your time. You just get this. Actually, like you're going to make a note, but you're not. It's like you're going to make a note, and then you're going to follow it up. Follow it up, and then let it come down. There you go. There you go. See, it's nice, big, relaxed there with a grip. All right, now, all I want you to do is put an appoggiatura before it. You really have to take your time. No. I could let you go. It's close. But it was just sort of like willy-nilly. It's like, oh, yeah, I just got to get to here. You know, I'll just get to here. What I want is you turning first. Like you're almost, as though you're going to make a note, but you don't. So you really have to turn. You know, you really have to get this. To spend just a moment here. Yeah. There. Just come back. Come back. Come back flat. Come back. That was pretty good. And just give me this part of it. Just turn. There. Stop. See, that's correct. Come back down. Give me that turn. Maybe Murray would call it pronating, or pronation, whatever. It's really just a wrist turn. Let's do it again. See how this is different than just going. Does that? It really, right. No, you just blew through it. It really does this. It's like you're in slow motion. Really, everything is very relaxed. Yeah, your eye, and you get there, and then you go, oh, I got to get up to here. And then, no, you rushed it after that. You're there. It's like in slow motion. No, you really got to be in, like literally, almost. No, you rushed coming down. Coming down wasn't in slow motion. Oh, slow motion. There, go slower. Really give me that first part. No, see, you can just hang out here if you're in slow motion. Just like for a minute, you'll be here. Oh, there I am. Now come on, slowly come on up. Come on, bring it up. Come on. Let it come down nice and easy, just like that. There. More. There. Everything weighs 1,000 pounds, right? You're playing at the bottom of the ocean and the pressure, and just going to move much more slowly. Right. All you're going to do, this is a new metaphor, perhaps, or a new, providing a different perspective as a teaching device or tool. So now, in the other hand, you're going to do something similar. It's like, right? Haven't they done that where they fill a pool up with Jell-O, right? And race each other? Have you ever seen anything like that? Right? Or, you know, some kind of, where they change the viscosity of the water to help swimmers develop more speed, right? Creating more resistance. So it's as if the viscosity on the planet has changed, or we're in some kind of heavy liquid. They're just going to know it's a tiny appoggiatura. Look, it's tiny. It's slower. Just lift it up and let it come down. Lift it up just an inch. You don't hold it at the top and let it fall right back down. Don't hold it at the top. There. Just hold your grip that you've learned. Don't, you force it down. No, just lift it up an inch. Just an inch. And don't shove it down. There it is. Slow motion. Don't hold it at the top though. Slow motion doesn't mean we suddenly stop we've slowed the footage of the hummingbird down so that we can see each individual motion. But that motion is consistent, right? It's part of a continuum. If we'd have to stop the camera altogether for the hummingbird's wing to start moving in relationship to the slow motion view we've had up until stopping the camera. Make any sense? Don't shove it down. Oh, we got a nice rebound. So see? All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to make that slow motion throw in the right. In the right, we're working on the appoggiatura in the left. Now that nice bend, you have to get this. No, you see, you have to actually contemplate this. And then there you go, come on up more, nice and easy. You turned your appoggiatura too high, but that's much better. There, don't rush the down and the right. Slow motion and that tiny little appoggiatura. There, see? Think slow and you will play fast. There, see, it was nice, clean. See, all right, now can you do that the other way? First, let's just take a look at a throw in the left. No, see, you blew right past that little thing that, nope. Just go up and stop for just a minute. No, see, you never really just get to here and realize I've got here now. It just becomes part of something else. It's not there. Now you can come on up. Turning your wrist. There. Get that first part. You blew through it. Don't blow through that first part. Just stop. And that first part isn't quite that big. It's a little smaller. That's it. Now you can come on up. There. Now all you have to do is play that appoggiatura in your right. Very delicate. You've got the one hand giving you a very firm but relaxed blow. But as developed drummers, we want to have dynamics. And so the right hand, it's going to be there's a yin and the yang, and the right hand is going to be the gentle, I think that would be the yin. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good, dude. Getting there, don't blow through that first part. That first part's a little smaller. No, see, it just doesn't do that. Better. Come on, too big. You just made a big thing and then called that following it up. Good. No, first part. There it is. Even a little too big. There it is. There it is. Beautiful. Can you go both ways? Take your time with that first note. You blew through the first part. See that little first part? I can really see how I can really come up.
For my first, maybe my teacher working on, there was no mention of any throw, right? I guess it was a New York style, right? And it was all wrist turn essentially. And I remember vividly it being no arms, just like this.
That's where
New York style, is that the non-speed back?
No, because that's kind of the joke. People sometimes refer to the Spivak technique or the Richard Wilson technique as West Coast. They're both from New York. Okay, so, but it is a very specific thing to this technique. You see, we're making motions going in both directions. See? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But it doesn't have to be. And when we are down here, we're not going, right? So that when we right, see, it's not forced like that. You see, if we want volume, see, if you want this much volume in this technique, we go like that, nice and relaxed. We don't try to get volume, not turning, we always stay relaxed. We don't want to muscle out volume. We want to turn our wrists for volume. Or make throws. You see, that provides, what ends up happening is now And as Richard would say, he liked the throw, the red wrist, because you got the weight of the arm for free without actually consciously involving it and moving it. Leave these muscles alone and let them follow the wrist. So that was good. Let's just get you a tempo, because that's really where you are. Jumping ahead, you just need to get this on, and you had it today, right? Put the metronome on at 40, and let's just take a quick look at where this really is. Okay, so you see, already you've lost it. It really got to be this. Go ahead. What I want you to do is play half notes to that quarter note click. On, you just blew through that first part. You can't forget. It's, remember, where's the slow motion? There you go. There you go. See, that's it. Don't forget to turn after you get that little bend. Come on up. But first, you have to honest to goodness, not get a big bend, then yank it up. It's that little bend. Nope. You didn't really give that little bend. There's so much, there you go. There's so much time, right? And so even when I'm going fast, look, see, it almost, see, it still appears as though it's in slow motion. All that's happening is this, watch. Or it could be, depending on how you, but look how, see, this never goes away. See how much time there is? And we're here at this speed. There's so much time to go like this. Not to have to rush, I gotta get up there. There's so much time. Fast. You're just going like this. It's gonna take just a minute of training. See, because if you yank it up like that, you can't make notes on the way up. You can't go, you can't make. How are you going to do that? How are you going to play alternating drags if you're yanking it up? How are you going to get it? How are you going to play consecutive note? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hear it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How are you going to do all that stuff if you're going? See? That'll never be available to you. So you have to take your time. So put the metronome on now at 48. Let's just get a tempo for you. Okay, so and we're talking half notes now. Take your time. Build muscle memory. No, you're just yanking it up. It's a half note. Half note. It's too fast for you. I know that seems crazy, right?
I'm with you.
Okay. With that little bend. Little bend first. You can start up now, you know. You don't have to wait. You can go up now with a tiny bend. Tiny little bend now. There, you see, you've got plenty of time. You can start to go up. There! So now you're, right. Now you're back in the heavy water. You see, that feels so much different than what you were doing. Go, now put the metronome on up to 60. Much better. See, that's the distinction. You put the metronome on and everything goes out the window. It can't. Okay. Go ahead and play. Oh, you just yanked it up. No, it's a half note. Okay. You can start going up sooner. You can go up now in the left. You don't have to yank it there. Yeah, and take your time. Yeah. All that much better. Okay, put it up to 72. Take your time. Take your time. Slow motion rider. Chicago. Your time. That honest to goodness little bend first. Small. Be real. How would you say? Be real purposeful about making that little motion. It's like, it's the most important thing in your life. I've got to just do this little thing, and I'm going to do it every time, and I'm never there. Better. See, it slows everything down when you do that. Notice it gets you into that other modality. If you blow through that, so that's about your top speed right there. I would want to just play in that world. Put it up to 80. Go ahead. Remember, slow motion, that first purposeful turn. Come on, that little, it's smaller. No, you got to get, no, you have time. There, come on, there, no, come on. Just for fun, do this. Just for fun. This is the top of your speed. Just do this. See, that's all I'm doing. See? There you go. See? See, it's this. Right. It's just that. The control to have that. And then, watch. Then you just follow it up. See? That's all it is. Lost that little thing. Now it's become this. As if, watch. If this exercise that you were able to duplicate rather well. This thing, when you went to play, you went like this. Watch. That's the new thing. You think you're doing it, but you're just doing this. Some version of that. But it's not, it's this, look. Like, what if you were going to make little throws? What if you're going to make tiny throws? Then what would you do? If you don't have this built in, and then it can get louder, and louder, and louder, and louder, and you stay relaxed, but you're blowing through that first motion. Louder, faster, but that's not what I want from you. I really want you to get that first part of it. It's the most important aspect of what we're doing for you. People might have other, nope, you're blowing faster. Nope, there it is. Come on. It's as if you're not going to go all the way up. You're just doing that other exercise. And then last minute you decide, you know what, I think I'm going to make it bigger. There. Nope. See? That wasn't that little thing. You got to get that little thing, and then you decide you're going to go up higher. Too big in the left. Too big. That little thing. It's as if, watch. I'll give you one last way to perhaps look at this. Thinking of analogies and metaphors, and because really it's all just a lever system. But watch. I know that it's the little guy right here who's surveying the building of an Egyptian pyramid, and they put him up on this pulley. They leverage him up because he needs to get measurements, and he doesn't need to go all the way up here to get measurements. He's trying to get a certain measurement for a certain level of build. He just needs to get to here, to look down. He can survey and make a proper mathematical assessment. So watch. How high does your little guy, your little Egyptian guy standing on the top of your hand, he needs to be up here to get the proper view. Where does decide? Show me. What view is he trying to get, that little guy? Yeah, see, he's looking down from there. That's where he's going to look down from. That's all he needs. Now you can go, yeah, but just, no. Now go to there, from what to where he's looking down from. Now you can go up higher if you want. And he'll fall off at that point. Now the whole system is turned into a trebuchet. We need another analogy. No, but I really want you to come up. See, but you just need to get to that little vantage point. The little vantage point, and follow it higher. Come on. That little vantage point. See, it's tinier. Going up. No, guys, I don't need to go up that. I'm on the. But it doesn't mean you don't follow it up. That little thing, and then you follow it up with that nice big turn. There's time. There. Higher in the right. Follow it up higher. So it seems like Teuton. I'll end with this. It seems like there's a contradiction going on, right? Because I'm asking for this little thing, and then I want you to get all the way up to here. See, it's got to be this little thing, and then it can go up to here. Watch. And what? There's plenty of time. Watch, look. If you slow this down like the hummingbird video, you'd see that you are always getting this. See, there's plenty. You get this and all the way up to here. I can still come up. See? There's time. I'm coming all the way up to here. We're using this motion that I'm describing to you. Too fast. You need to really be patient. You're at 80 at a half note, so try it one more time and prove to yourself that there's time to do this little thing and this big thing, and get up with plenty of time. Do it in time now. Do it in time. No. Both hands together. We're doing alternating. I was showing you what one hand looks like. I was showing you by removing one hand, however you want to do it. See, it's just going up, down, and look how much my elbow is moving. Look how much my elbow on the left is moving. See how much it's moving? Look at my elbow on the right. Watch for a minute. When you did it, you were like this. So you're not really making a full. But you have to slow it. No, it was working before. It's working. See, if I'm not moving my elbows, it looks like I'm moving my elbows. I'm not. I'm just thinking of this.
Right.
I'm not. Okay, so if you do it up to 80 at a half note, as I described, your elbow was moving just fine before. It won't work though if you slam it down. No, see, the whole thing is in slow motion. Down too fast.
I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong.
Well, you have to get this little thing. Then you have to come up really high, and then you can't come down really fast. Came down too fast. Better. Don't be afraid to come up high, but don't come down too. There you go. There you go. So now your arm's loosening up. Your elbow's moving, and you don't even see it's gotten good again. When you put this back, you'll notice that, like the cancer patient back in the old days where they wouldn't tell them they were sick. Right? Oh, everything's fine. That people would go on, the husband would go on a vacation just to prove that everything's fine. I'll see you in a week, dear. Right? So, had I not said anything, you'd have been fine. I hesitate to tell you, your elbows, stay with me, your elbow's working just fine when you, at the end, and you didn't know it. You weren't moving it. You were doing what I told you, and it will work. And it'll be, oh, when you watch this video back, you'll see I wasn't thinking about my elbow. It was following my wrist. I'm getting this for free if you, honest to goodness, take the time to meditate and get this, then this nice big wrist turn, and then you're not allowed to rush it down. And the whole thing, as you just proved to me and to yourself, the whole thing works perfectly if you follow this formula. Okay? This is the secret sauce.
Okay.
Okay? Good, Patrick.
Good shot.
Go on, man.
Thank you as always.
Very welcome. I'm going to turn off this recording.